Alright, thrill seekers, we are finally at Epic Universe. This is so exciting. I can't wait to bring you guys with us. I've been watching this project since it was announced, right? Like every single week, non-stop, we will watch the progress of this come from like the concept to the, like literally from the ground up. And now we can't wait.
It's facing the other way.
We're facing the other way. This is gonna be the best epic day ever. These guys are here to have the best time. They're gonna have everything's open, all the food's open, all the rides, the best day ever. Epic!
Woo! He said it!
There it is.
Oh my.
No, it is still in technical rehearsal.
Woo! Woo! We're inside Epic! Woo! This is exciting, guys. The first thing we crossed the Kronos, right? Or we haven't?
We haven't yet. There it is.
There is the Kronos?
Yep.
There is the famous Kronos, the first portal. Oh my god! Here is where you can rent your wheelchair or SV motor vehicle if you need to for the day. It's exactly the same price as in the other parks. Your regular wheelchair is $15 and your ECV vehicles are $75 and $95 respectively. It's at the entrance before the Kronos to the left for reference, you guys.
Beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams.
We just got out of guest services and we actually find out that indeed the disability pass, if you pick it up at the other park, it does work here at Epic as well. But you can also pick it up here. It's inside the Kronos, right, Brent?
So you go past the Kronos and we're at the concierge booth right outside, right before Isle of Burke, and right across from a restaurant. I'm not sure what the name is because I can't see it, but it's like right across from the Atlantis Grill.
Also, if you have the IBCCS card, you do it here inside the park, not at the guest service outside, because those desks there are only for the people that don't have the registration and they're only doing that one-time exception. So it's something to definitely keep in mind for your accommodations. If you already have the card, then just come in here. If you don't, then you can have the conversation with them out there.
Unlike Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, Epic Universe currently does not offer a sensory room. However, guests needing a quiet place can speak with first aid or a team member, as accommodations may be added soon. Also guys, at Celestial Park, Stardust Racers uses a stationary loading platform with elevator access for wheelchair users. The Constellation Carousel also boards from a non-moving platform, making it easier for everyone to hop on.
So we are in moon-shaped chocolates and sweets. Refreshing because you guys, here in Florida, for those of you who haven't been, it's hot. Really hot. And then we're just in April. We haven't started summer. But
Oh, look what they got.
Oh, I love nibblers. Adorable. For how much?
18.
But you get your pass holder discount if you're a preferred or premier pass holder. Look at that, they even have escargot candy. Chewy gummy snails to satisfy that sweet tooth, right?
Yeah.
We got the butterbeer merch already popping out, right?
Yes.
This is the butterbeer mug. Adorable. We are in Otherworld Mercantile, a merchandise store here still in Celestial Park. What do we got around?
Right now we've got like Harry Potter, Dark Universe, Dark Universe, Nintendo down there. I think we passed out a Junior Dragon when we came in.
Oh my god, you guys, look at this little guy. It's keeping all the money safe, right?
Yeah.
This little pouch is adorable. Okay, you guys, so while Brett went to ride Stardust Racer, the big roller coaster that you're gonna find here at Celestial Park is impossible. You're not gonna miss it. It goes upside down. It does a bunch of crazy things. So I kind of chickened out. But I'm just waiting here in the family room. I did wanted to say that, again, for another spot that can definitely help you cool off and you can be shaded is the family room here at Stardust Racer. The AC is phenomenal. I really like it. So if you guys don't want to ride, or you just want to like take a little second to decide if you're gonna ride or not, know that the family spot, the family room, I'm sorry, is where you can actually cool off. This is very nice. So my friends, dragons, welcome to dragon training. We're about to go in the first world at How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berg, you guys. Oh my god, we're going through the portal. Oh, this is one of my childhood's favorite movie of all time. I remember actually emotional because I remember when I was going through surgeries and watching this movie over and over and over and over and over, and I loved it, and it's so real to get through it. Hiccup's wing glider boards from a primary ground-level stationary platform for easy access and has an elevator to transfer guests in mobility devices to a secondary platform if the primary is busy. Little dragons, you guys. The sounds, also the theming, the music of it. And sometimes I struggle to describe you guys how I feel right now. It's so real to being in one of your favorite childhood movies and like being in the land. Wow. That is Fire Drill, one of the attractions here at Isle of Berg. It's a water ride that is calling my name because it's so hot. But we'll get to do it. We'll get to do it. Are in the How to Treat Your Dragon candy shop. All treats and sweets. But you look at that big popsicle lollipop thing, right? We're still hunting for those shaded spots to cool off, especially in such hot weather, but you can definitely come into the How to Treat Your Dragon store. The AC there was actually very good, very refreshing. It's a small store, but now we're in Viking Traders.
I don't know if you can feel it, but it's a book with like a monogram.
Oh, that's very cute.
And then it says "Fly like a legend."
This is the little mock-up of the statue that's sit outside when we enter in the lake, right?
That's one of them.
Should look at that.
Here's the other one.
Oh,
It's a Viking.
that is so cool. That is really cool.
They're 27 each.
With pass holder this way. You can get your Viking gear like this helmet for your dragon ride.
Those from Fire Drill.
Oh, that's cool. Look at that. It's a launch fly in the shape of a Viking, right?
Like a Viking boat.
That is really cool. Now we're entering the Toothless's Treasures because we're here on a little mission since I heard they announced something that I wanted to do here.
Okay. Left hand on the egg, right hand in the air.
I promise
I promise
to take care of my dragon
to take care of my dragon
like a true Viking would.
like nature, like Viking, right?
Like a true Viking would. We've got
Like a true Viking one.
We've got true Vikings in the house. Okay. So our hatchlings do sleep upside down, so I'm gonna flip both of our eggs upside down for us,
Okay.
just to kind of get them used thinking about waking up here and hatching. And on the count of 3, I'm gonna have you guys pull on the bottom ends with me,
Okay.
and we will hatch them. 1, 2, 3.
Aww.
We've got a white fury. Okay. Now you can bond with your meat lug, and you can bond with your light fury.
Aww.
And I'll give you your little egg carrier set.
Okay.
So cute. So adorable.
Have we had an epic day so far? Have we had an epic day so far?
Amber!
Okay, do you have an epic out for your light fury?
I do.
What's the name?
White Claw.
White Claw. Let's give it up for White Claw the Light Fury! Okay, and you said yours is Ember?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, have fun!
Thank you. Dragon Racers Rally has a ground level stationary platform for easier access for guests in wheelchair or SV vehicles. Alright you guys, so we're here in the Meat Hall, the famous restaurant in the How to Train Your Dragon. It's a quick sit down restaurant. You just pretty much sit down anywhere, order, and then they'll bring the food to you. I feel again like a child. This is all so cute and so exciting for me to experience. It's very accessible, right? What do you say? Like there's a lot of space for wheelchairs.
There is a lot of space, and you can move some of the chairs around and some of the benches for the wheelchair.
And definitely it has AC, so you can kind of like fresh yourself a little bit. And yeah, we're excited. So our delight food has arrived. Bear, what do you got?
I got the turkey wings,
And also for dessert, what are you getting?
Stormfly's catch of the day.
And I got Hiccup's salmon, because I can never go wrong with salmon.
Exactly.
This all smells so good, and it's probably so good. So we're gonna dig in and let you guys know. Okay, so give us your opinion. How was the food?
So, if you look at my trash on my plates, I ate those turkey wings down to the bone. That's how I like it. I don't like it when people like leave the little bits at the end because that's just wasted food. Now, Stormfly's catch of the day also completely cleaned off. That thing was really good. The mousse was nice and fluffy, but what I really liked was the little cereal crumble that they had on the bottom because it was a little bit salty. You take that, mix it in with a little bit of the mousse, so you got salty and sweet. It was very good, must recommend.
For me, for the salmon, again, I finished everything too. It was definitely really good. I love salmon. It was well cooked. It came with chimichurri on top. It came with another sauce, but since I have a dairy allergy, I could not have that. It was probably really good if it had the sauce, but regardless, it tasted pretty fresh. I ate it all, and now I'm processing it, but definitely recommend it as well. So when you leave the restaurant, there's an accessible exit, right, Brett?
Yeah, so there's a ramp going in, and then right over here, it's kind of a little hard to see, but up these steps there's a ramp to the left to get down. For in dreams, we
Enter a world that is for our own. Here we are to enter one of my favorite lands of all time, Harry Potter. Wow. We are in Paris.
Well, that is also where we want to go.
As in the Fantastic Beast movies / Harry Potter. Yes. Oh my god, guys.
This almost doesn't feel real.
It's super surreal.
Huh?
It's super surreal.
I know.
Here is Café Lière de la Sereine, where you can get all your French cuisine delights, and we will be coming back later there to try one of the highlights of Epic when it comes to food, the butterbeer crepe. I told you guys that I'm obsessed with butterbeer, so anything that has butterbeer, yes, bring it on. At Les Sœurs du Egg Canoe, guests using mobility devices may remain comfortably seated throughout the whole show. No transfer is needed. Assisted listening and closed captioning are available. ASL interpreters can be requested at no extra cost by emailing sign language services at universalorlando.com 14 days prior to your trip. Please note this show may include loud sounds. This is the famous wand store, Cosmic Acajou Magique.
Hello.
Hello. Look at these ones. They're like,
They fit in like an octagon shape.
yeah, and they're triangular boxes instead of the regular rectangular boxes that you find in the other parks, right? Like for example, wow,
This, and there's a little tab.
so premium, guys. Like the quality is so smooth. Wow, should look at that. Wow.
Hardly believes, but you choose the one.
In truth, I do. I think there should be an affinity between you and her. The feeling should at least be mutual, yes?
I agree, yeah.
Exactly.
There is a story behind this, which perhaps it may be a story for another time.
So you guys, something that we actually just find out is that with your second generation one, which is something very new that Universal recently released, and you can buy it for $85, although if you are a pass holder, you can get a discount and drops it down to $76, is that you get exclusive windows where you can do extra spells, and you can even have your Patronus shown. And here at Cosmic Magique, you can actually get the second gen, but you can also get the first gen that will still work in all the parks as well. And that one is the one that I just showed you with the design of the triangular box, which are beautiful. And unlike in the Harry Potter area, here you choose the one doesn't choose you, because there's that connection, as you heard from her. What the box looks for the second gen one I was just talking to you guys about. And the cool thing is that you can pair it, is Bluetooth is, I think, in a way more accessible for sure, because not only does it light up, it vibrates, you can connect it to the Universal app and get points, do all the spells, and also you can even duel. If you guys are in the same party connected on the app and you guys have the same one, you can duel each other and you will feel it on your wand because it vibrates. Isn't that so neat? The wands are paired with things that kind of make them look like them. I did wanted to mention that in that magic store for wands, the Cosmic Magique, you can actually go in there and refresh if you need to escape a little bit from the sun. It's actually very cool in there. The air is nice. So we're still hunting those spots to shade, but it's definitely a store that you can go for sure and cool off if you need to. Cheers to you guys from Epic Universe at Harry Potter with some butterbeer, or as is known here, bière au beurre. Delicious as always. And I want to actually take the time to ask you guys, if you're enjoying the video, please consider subscribing to support the channel and support more accessible videos. Remember that any like, any comment really does help the channel. We're entering Harry Potter, the Ministry of Magic. Woo! Wow.
Attention Ministry visitors. The Ministry
That was so cool. Felt like a gust of air and oh, that was so cool. Wow. Wow. Look at this, you guys. Wow, guys. This is like huge. Like, obviously can't see it physically, but I can feel like this place is huge, right?
This place is huge. It's like, close to 30 feet tall in here.
Wow.
This is cool. Oh, and so on the other side is where you exit. So they've got the whole.
So just to give you guys a little heads up, you can actually also use this area not only to explore it, but also to cool off as well, because there's AC in here. This is the queue of the ride. If you don't have the virtual queue for right now, the Harry Potter Battle at the Ministry is on virtual queue, so you have to get that. Even with the disability pass, you have to obtain a virtual queue. first, and then they'll validate the accommodations. So everybody, regardless, has to get the virtual queue first, and then is when you will use your disability pass after you show your return time. But you can also come in here if you don't have the virtual queue and just explore just a queue on its own. They even have all the daily profit and everything. Wow. My inner child is so happy right now. I'm a fan of Harry Potter, like die-hard fan.
They've even got a little seating bench
Have been relocated.
right in front of the fountain.
That is so cool. Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry boards from a stationary platform with elevator access also available if needed. These are like fireplaces, like just the attention to details, you guys. Look at that, wow.
The ones in front of us say "Flue closed, sweeping in progress." Like chimney sweeping. Those are the exits.
That's where you would exit from the ride, right?
Yep. Well, exit from this whole cube. They even have a little ice cream stand.
Look at that, they even have like a big flue for giants only, it says. That's cool. We're gonna go through the flue again. Now we're entering Café L'air de la Serine, the restaurant here in the Harry Potter French Ministry of Magic. Also Fantastic Beast.
Hello.
And we're here to get that butterbeer crepe. Here you guys, we got the bien au beurre crepe, or the butterbeer crepe. Can't wait to try it. So I'm trying this butterbeer crepe. It's really good, but just like Brett's saying, it's extremely sweet. If you don't like sugar, don't get it. But it's good. I will still try it regardless.
Okay, so another thing that a lot of people may not know that we learned maybe about a year or two ago is that say you rent a wheelchair and like us, it's hot. We are exiting the park right now to go take about an hour rest at our hotel. What they can do is they can actually hold onto your wheelchair for you. So instead of having to return it and then pay for it again when you return back into the park, they'll hold it up to a maximum of 3 hours and they give you a little card and tell you when to come back. And you can come back and pick it up and keep using it when you come back into the park. But just make sure you come back within that 3-hour window. Otherwise, it's up to them if they give it back to you.
So that way you guys don't have to like rent the wheelchair all over and you don't worry about like, oh, I want to just relax for a little. You can just take a little break. Oh, we're about to go to Nintendo. We're going up. Oh, that's cool, you guys. Isn't that cool, Brent?
It's going up like the warp line. There's lights all around it.
Wow. I just feel like in the video game, or like you're playing like, I don't know, I remember I used to play in the Wii, the Mario Galaxy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Like you go into the portal. So, just so you guys know, they have escalators to get into the portal. If you need to come with a wheelchair like I do, I just left the wheelchair outside because I wanted to live this experience. You can actually use an elevator to come onto the world itself. And welcome you guys to Mario! Ding, 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 ding. Wow, that's so cool. Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge boards from a stationary platform with elevator access if needed. Heads up though, the ride includes strong strobe light effects which may affect sensitive guests. Hear that, you guys? The coins.
It only takes you through the...
Literally like you're in the video game. Wow. One thing I do want to point out from an accessibility point of view also, if you have like sensitivity to noise, it is very loud in here. For some reason the music is quite loud. So if you're sensitive to noise, I will definitely recommend maybe trying your AirPods if you have AirPods, or maybe trying some earplugs, because the music could be quite noisy. It's cool that they are wanting to include this in the experience and kind of like really make you feel immersed and you don't hear anything around you, but for those people that are very sensitive to noise, it could be very loud. So right now we're on Yoshi, right?
Yep.
Our first ride together.
That's right.
We've been kind of like exploring today, taking our time to explore, so.
That's true.
So cute. It's like a little fun family ride.
Yeah. And over here you can see Princess Peach's castle.
In a way we're kind of playing because you have to match these little eggs with the colors. I'm just having fun with it, to be honest, at this point.
We're in a pink Yoshi.
So adorable. So I was actually asking one of the team members, and this ride is kind of like very similar if you guys have been on Popeyes. It has a moving platform. However, they are able to make those accommodations for people who are in wheelchair or they have special needs to transfer to the vehicle. They can definitely accommodate that or slow it down or do a partial transfer as well. So definitely if you need it, request it because they can do that. But yes, Yoshi here has a moving platform. Now we're entering Donkey Kong, another famous character from Nintendo. I love the music. The main ride in Donkey Kong Country, which is Minecart Madness, has a moving platform. However, guests using mobility devices can use elevator access to transfer to a secondary non-moving platform if needed. So Brett got the DK Crush Float, and is this viral like drink that everybody's trying out. It comes in this like souvenir mug, right?
Yep, it comes in a souvenir mug for like 23 or without for 14.
And what, can you explain what it is in it?
Sure, so it's like a pineapple Fanta with I think a pineapple Dole Whip with caramel popcorn and some chocolate dust sprinkled on top.
Well, let us know how it is.
Very sugary.
I bet.
But good. Okay, so the way that you get to an elevator is there's the portal there. When you're coming in the portal, you make a right, you come down this hallway. It's kind of like almost going through the exit. Come down through a warp pipe. And then there's elevators right here. You take them up to the second floor, and that's where the fun begins.
Yep, that's the way you can come in if you have a wheelchair or any motorized vehicle. In addition to that, also that area where you go through the ramp that we just shown you is actually air conditioned. So again, a little area where you can kind of briefly cool off as well. It's alive! We're entering the Dark Universe, an IP based on all the Universal monsters. Well, you guys already know that, and if you didn't, then well, now you know. It's based on like Frankenstein, Dracula, just to name a few, have all the Universal monsters. Monsters Unchained, one of the main rides in this land, uses a moving platform for boarding, but guests can request a stationary option. It also has elevator access, but be aware intense strobe light are present throughout the queue and the ride. The ambience here is very eerie, ain't it?
It is. And the ride's delayed.
That the windmill is on fire, just like in the Frankenstein original story. That is so cool. Wow, I can even feel it kind of from here. So actually just find out, guys, that for the Curse of the Werewolf ride, there is no moving platform, so you can just actually, if you have a wheelchair or a motorized wheelchair, you can just go onto the ride vehicle itself and just transfer that way. Just like any other ride, like for example, like the Mummy or any other ride at the other theme parks that don't have the moving platform. Curse of the Werewolf also has a horizontal loading vehicle. It allows easy access from your wheelchair all the way to the car seat if needed. We're here at the store, and here's the coffin of Frankenstein. Right?
How's it feel?
Feels like something is alive. Alright, so throughout our journey today, we kind of found some spots that were shaded, right, Brent?
So there are some that are more shaded than others, we'll say. I'd say for the first one, it was the Harry Potter area, because the buildings over there are really tall, so they cast a lot of big shadows. So I thought it was pretty good. Number two, I would probably have to say was Nintendo, just because not on the second floor that is very sunny, but on the first floor it's a lot more shady because again the buildings are pretty tall. Number three, I would say Celestial, just because there are a lot of overhangs for shops, but then once you get past those shops, essentially past the entrance, it's pretty bad. Fourth, I'm gonna put it as fourth just because we didn't spend a lot of time in it, was Dark Universe. That's more of a world that I would suggest going to at night. And the fifth one I would say is Isle of Burke. That one we spent I think most of the day, and it was pretty brutal. There's not a lot of shade. There's some umbrellas here and there, but it's not really a whole lot. So that's my ranking.
Now, one thing I will definitely add to that is that although Brett said that How to Train Your Dragon isn't on number 5th, there's a little bonus. We just went on the fire drill, and you definitely get wet there. So
Helps you cool down.
It helps you kind of cool down if you need like something to kind of like refresh yourself. If you're planning to come to Epic during the summer, it definitely will help you there for sure. When it comes to some of the rides, we were not able to do everything, but I did ask. For example, Curse of the Werewolf does not have a moving platform, as I mentioned to you guys. Yoshi's does have that moving platform. The fire drill does have it as well. However, my recommendation is, as always, you guys ask the team members, because they really are able to be the most helpful. They were really helpful with us, even though we weren't able to write everything. They still provided all the answers. The park is definitely very accessible. The disability pass will definitely work the same way it works on the other park. Right now, for the pass holder previews, is the only little different thing is that you have to get the virtual queue for the Harry Potter ride in order to get that pass, disability pass benefits to apply. Once you get the virtual queue, then you can go ahead and present your pass, and they'll honor the escort if you have the gold pass, or you can just go through the express if you have the orange pass. And so, thrill seekers, our epic adventure has come to an end, unfortunately, today, but we'll definitely be back. We had such a great time, right?
Absolutely, it was a great time.
It was amazing. We definitely explore a lot. There's so much to see. We'll be definitely coming back because you can't just explore everything in one day. So my best advice above all, like everything, enjoy when you come here. Have fun. There's so much details to see in every single land. So thank you so much for watching our video. Thank you so much for always supporting us, and we'll see you in the next adventure.